Okay, well, good morning, everybody. It is September 22nd, and we'll start this meeting of the Sacramento Area Sewer District. We are going to, I think this will be a little bit unusual today, so we will take a roll, I believe, and then do the pledge, and then adjourn the open meeting and go to closed session. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Madam Clerk, would you mind taking the roll, please?
Member Bruins?
Present.
Hume? Kennedy?
Here.
Natoli?
Here.
Desmond?
Here.
Cerna?
Here.
Fang?
Here.
Sander? Frost?
Here.
And Howell. And you have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. And will you please join me and stand and recite the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. So with that, I will, do we have any public comments?
Vice Chairman Desmond, I need to read the statement.
Oh, I apologize. Thank you.
That's okay. Thank you. This meeting of the Sacramento Area Sewer District is being broadcast live on Metro Cable 14, the local government affairs channel on the Comcast Consolidated Communications and AT&T Uverse cable systems. This meeting is closed captioned and live streamed at metro14live.saccounty.net. Today's meeting will replay on Sunday, September 26th at 6 p.m. on Channel 14. This meeting can also be viewed at youtube.com/metrocable14. In accordance with the Government Code 54952.3, compensation for meeting of these legislative bodies is required to be verbally disclosed. The amount of $100 will be paid for each member participating today as a member of the Sacramento Area Sewer District. Compensation for Sacramento County Supervisors and City of Sacramento Council members is paid to the county and city respectively to partially offset the costs of those governments. Compensation for other board members is delivered to the individuals. If anyone is wishing to make a public comment, please dial 916-875-2500 and refer to the and listen live to the meeting and determine when is the best time to call in. Callers may be on hold for up to an extended period of time and should plan accordingly. When the chairperson opens the public comment for a specific agenda item or off agenda matter, callers will be transferred into the queue, from the queue into the meeting to make a verbal comment. Written public comments are always accepted. Please send an email comment to boardclerk@saccounty.net, including meeting date, agenda item number, or off agenda item. Written comments are distributed to the board of directors and filed in the record.
Okay, thank you. Well, since we have no agenda items, do we have any public comment for off agenda?
No, sir. We have not received any public comment, either written or in the phone queue or in person.
Okay, thank you. And before we adjourn for closed session, I guess I will ask if any members have any comments for the public portion of the meeting.
Will we have to come back into session? Supervisor, this is Supervisor Tolley. Will we come back into session after the close?
So I'm looking at the agenda here. It doesn't show that. I was assuming that we would adjourn this public meeting and go into closed session. And I don't know if we would have a report out after closed session or not, because we'd have to reconvene an open session to report out. Is that correct, Christoph?
Yeah. I was going to ask Janice, did we decide we would come back to the open session or not?
Yes, I believe we should reconvene the open session. And if there is a report out, we'll report out. If not, we'll just report that there is no report out. But yes, I think we should reconvene in the open session.
But not all the members. Yeah, go ahead, Supervisor Tolley. I'm sorry.
The reason I asked that is because we have to hang up and redial for the close, and then we'll have to do that for the open. But if you started to say maybe you can make the announcement through the chair, but if you have to reconvene, then you got to have a quorum to do that. So we'll have to call back in a third time. Is that right?
Yes, I would ask Janice, is that correct? We'd have to reconvene, establish another quorum to report out? after closed session?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And then
Well,
just so, will we just use this same link after we hang up from the open session here and use the same link to get back into this open session after closed
Yes,
session?
sir. That's what
Okay.
you would do.
Okay, unless there,
Member Natoli, there are, if 6 members call in to the open session, you will not need to call back in.
Okay. No problem. I just wanted to know, and that's fine. Okay. But I'm going to call into the closed session. So we'll have to hang up and redial and put the new ID number in. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
and Christoph, I believe you were.
Yeah, just Madam Clerk, you have a you'll stay in the open session. Is that what you're going to do? So when we come
Yes,
back,
I
you're
will
here.
leave the open session. I will have the open session open in here so that the members can rejoin that meeting.
Okay. Okay. Well, great. Well, thank you. So with that,
Thank you.
I will adjourn this open session, and we will reconvene via that separate link into closed session. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are reconvening the open session of the Sacramento Area Sewer District. It is 10 a.m. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Member Bruins,
Present.
Hume, Kennedy, Natoli,
Here.
Desmond,
Here.
Cerna,
Here.
Vang,
Here.
Sander,
Here.
Frost,
Here.
and Howell. You have a quorum.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. And the purpose of this reconvening is to report out from our closed session. And the report out is that no final action has been taken. I've asked our counsel, anything further we need to add to the report out?
No.
Okay. Well, with that, I assume there's no additional public comment. Any comments from any of the board members? Okay. With that,
Good job, Chair.
thank you. And with that, I will adjourn the meeting at 10:02. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you.